Hi, I'm Jackie Lee in beautiful Las Vegas, and according to my watch from 1991, it's magic time.
I'm TC Poole, and I'm the CEO of a company called Inked Playmats. We are a custom playmat business. We print custom playmats. You give us your design, we print it off and send it out to you. And we also make a bunch of different designs from artists around the country that submit them, and we offer them for sale on our site as well. Yeah, well, we've started traveling to Grand Prix. We started off with a local one up in Portland. We're from Oregon. We're an Oregon-based company, and it was so hot and did so well. The community received us with open arms. So now we're starting to travel to other GPs, and we're lucky enough to be able to get into GP Vegas, the largest tournament in the history of flexible card games. So that's pretty great, and we'll be traveling to other ones around the country. So on our Facebook page, we like to post where we'll be next. So GP Portland, being our first venue, was exciting and new for us. There was about 1,100 people there, 700 people registered for the tournament. And so we decided we'd come to this one, and we thought we'd make twice as many mats, right? We thought we could bring in twice as much inventory. And this venue blew our mind. We come around and show up for opening day, and there's a line around the building. I've never seen so much excitement for Magic ever before, and it's awesome. And we blew out through all our styles, and we've pretty much sold out of all stock by the second day, which is great for us. And we're really excited where Magic is going. We have over 50 different designs submitted by artists. We like to support our local artists and artists around the country by giving them, letting them retain the licensing rights to their work and giving them a royalty for every sale that we go. So every time you buy one of our designs on our site, you're actually helping an artist with money going directly to them, which is great. Yeah, we take lots of submissions for artists, and we like to, we get them every day, we take a look at them, and if it's something that we think that the community will like, we post it up. The great thing about it is any artist that submits a design, the first 10 sales, they get an actual $10 credit towards, $10 payment towards them. So we want the artists also to advertise and get it out there that their artwork is on our site, and we try to give them $100 for every design up front, and then go into a royalty stage. So it works both. It's a win-win situation for us and the artists. We have, I'm pretty sure all of you Magic players know RK Post. We have several of his designs on our site, and he likes to buy our mats from us and has them for sale at the vendors so that he can sign them. So when he goes to shows, you'll find RK Post mats there that we've done. You go to our site, buy them ahead of time, bring them to the show, and have him sign them for you. It's really great. I've been playing Magic since the year 2000, off and on. I used to even have my own gaming store for a short period of time. I love Magic. I'm married now with 3 kids, a business and a job, so I don't get played as much as I want. And now when I come to the tournaments, I'm working. But being part of the community still is great, and I'm probably going to be part of the community forever.
My name is Alan, and I'm the CEO of a new company called egMats. And basically what we wanted to do was come up with new innovative ways to enhance the gaming experience. And the first thing that we did was come out with these playmats that had the interaction with the LCD screen on the bottom right. We're really excited about the future of this market and just pushing the boundaries of innovation. And it starts with this playmat. But we're going to keep working, we're going to keep thinking outside the box and see where it takes us. Well, actually, one time I was playing Magic and I didn't have any dice or any pen and paper. My phone was about to die, and I was just thinking to myself, I was like, we need to have a mat that can just like do all of that stuff for us. And so that's kind of where the idea originated from. And I've heard complaints about how applications on smartphones just drain your phone. You're not able to make phone calls or text anybody later on in the day when your phone's dead. So we wanted to create a nice alternative to that and add a little bit of extra with the ability to track counters for planeswalkers and evolved creatures and things like that. So that's where the mat came from. So we worked out a nice deal with members of Channel Fireball, particularly Louis Rodriguez, Conley Woods, and David Ochoa, and they endorsed the mat. We talked to them early last year about our concept, and they really liked it. And we all agree that this market needs innovation, and so that's what we want to do. We want to just try to push the boundaries as much as possible. So the guys from Channel Fireball were behind us on that, and they support what we're doing. We're also going to do some Channel Fireball art on the mat, and do some autographed Channel Fireball playmats. We're going to release the mats to the public in January of 2014, and we'll be working with retailers so we can get them out on the shelves of the retailers, and you can also purchase our mats directly from egmats.com. Okay, so we just want to show you a little bit about the mat. This is a prototype of the mat that's coming out in January of 2014. So we just want to give a quick demo. And we have the software panel here on the right side. So we'll just click on Magic the Gathering here, and it takes you to the live tracking. And it's pretty basic as far as how it tracks live. What's unique about it is that it'll actually log the live changes as they happen, which makes the mat tournament legal. We have a little button here that brings the menu screen off. So we have mana and storm options. You can roll dice. You can also take notes, which is pretty interactive. So if you duress somebody, you can just type it in, press done. If they play the card, you can just hold this down and then press the remove button, and it's gone. So the thing that you don't see is that we're adding LED panels on the top of the mat, and the LED panels will allow you to keep track of planeswalker tokens or any kind of counter. So keeping track of counters, basically. So that'll all be operated from this software here on the right side. The mat is also really flexible. A lot of people are concerned about the malleability of it. You can see that it rolls up pretty easily. So I'll just roll it up here just to kind of show you. And it'll basically fit inside the mat like that. So pretty awesome.
My name is Knapp. I've been playing Magic for about 18 years, I'm gonna guess, since near the beginning. I started when I was 9 years old. Played straight through. I never stopped playing, and I just hoarded my cards for a long, long time. So I graduated college and decided I didn't know what I wanted to do, so I had all these cards, and I was just like, I'll open a store. I used to work for Pastimes, so I had a little bit of experience. And so I started the store, Bridgeport Comics and Games, in Chicago on the south side, it's on 33rd and Halstead. If you're in the area, check it out, it's a pretty cool store. And then we went to Grand Prix Charlotte. That was our first Grand Prix, because at the beginning of the year, I decided, like, one of our resolutions for the year was to go to a Grand Prix in Quebec. So we went to Charlotte. Before we went to Charlotte, we hooked up with Ogre. We actually saw him at a PTQ in Memphis, I think. And he said that he would help us out with the booth if we paid him off, so we did. So we went to Charlotte, and obviously Charlotte was the biggest thing at the time. And fortunately for us, Ogre had just had a baby, so he was looking to sell the store. So we decided to buy him out, and then because of that, we wanted a more global name, so we changed our name to Ivory Tower Games. And that's pretty much it. That's the story. I don't know. I mean, we tossed around a couple ideas for names. I've always liked the cards. We threw around a few ideas for names. Our first choice for names was actually Empire Games, but there's so many of those that we just decided we didn't want to do that. And there aren't too many Ivory Tower games, so that was really influential in our decision. We just went to Houston. We're actually on a 4-weekend trip. I drove a big white van, a 15-seater, down to Houston. Then I'm driving it to Vegas, then to Miami, then to Kansas City, and back home to Chicago. Vegas to Miami is a 40-hour trip. It's going to be amazing. And then we're going to see how that goes. We'll probably try to go to Oakland. We'll probably try to go to Detroit. And we'll probably try to go to Louisville. I think this is kind of a special case for us, like, because we were going to so many events. we decided, and because 2 of them were constructed, we decided we were just going to bring everything all at once right from the start. So that van is just full. It's full of cards when we get here. Plus we've been buying stuff, so I don't exactly know how we're going to get rid of it. I mean, I'm probably going to send it back with Ogre and those guys to be processed in St. Louis. Another thing is that we're kind of new to this, so we weren't exactly sure what to bring, so we just decided to bring all of our high-end stuff, all of our good ED8 stuff, our standard stuff and our modern stuff, because Miami and Kansas City are constructed. Plus we brought along the way, so we brought pretty much everything good that we could find. We got a German foil Grand Arbiter Augustin IV. That thing was very sexy. That came in this weekend and left today. We have a German foil Raschadenport. That thing it hasn't left yet, but it's very, very nice. Obviously Power, we've had some very, very nice pieces of power, some of the nicest that I've ever seen. We saw I think it was a plane chase deck, the red-white one, I don't know what it's called, but fully miscut. That's a very nice piece. I just bought, a long time ago they did full, like, I don't want to say real life, but like Mox's like jewelry pieces. We bought a set of those this weekend. And I mean, they're fake jewelry and they look very, very nice. They're one of the coolest things I've seen in a long time. Yeah, I know we have, I think it's a Scrubland that we picked up in Charlotte. It's pretty badly miscut. It's almost halfway down the card. That's the only really notable one. We have some miscolored ones. I think we have a miscolored Narwhal in the case. That thing's pretty hilarious. Oh, I mean, way crazier because it's been way bigger. Just the sheer volume of people, like, this is so awesome for the game. I love Magic, and this is just one of the best this is one of the best things that could ever happen for the game. This is like if Gen Con was only for Magic. That's what this weekend's been. It's awesome. I love it. Oh yeah, we're big into Vanguard. We actually ran a large Vanguard event at ASEN last week in Chicago, or not last week, a few weeks ago in Chicago. We also do Yu-Gi-Oh events. We're trying to get started into Pokemon. Reaching that market, it's been a little rough for us, but yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh, Vanguard, and Magic are pretty much our 3 biggest games.
My name is Jesse Lopez, and Sign and Blood is my company. Myself and my partner Scott started Sign and Blood roughly 81 days ago today. The purpose of Sign and Blood is to provide Magic with elite, posh accessories and apparel to promote the style and the lifestyle of Magic, including everything. And that's why we have, I don't know, gesture over, we have Steve Argyle and Michael C. Hayes to our right that we brought with us to breathe the artistry of Magic in with the community. What we are, Sign and Blood, is Magic's first lifestyle brand. Similar in effects the way that like Affliction would be to K1 Fighting, or similar things in that line. We're here effectively to give you guys something to bond over and find solidarity in that's outside of the normal realm of what has been used conventionally. People don't go to places such as like bars, pubs, movies, bowling, what have you, clubs, wearing a shirt that says the DCI, to know that you're part of the scene, that you're part of the field, something to represent each other and to be able to find your common man. That'd be pretty awesome. When you go to a place, you see a guy wearing a Sign and Blood shirt, he's wearing a sick logo, properly designed and otherwise, other accessories. We do have a few things that we've sold out of at this con, but the main thing is that, is you see that and you know that guy plays Magic. Right? That guy's come for the cause, so to speak. My partner and myself have always wanted something like this. Before we even met each other, we both are what's up with this? Magic's got 33 million people worldwide that acknowledge that they play the game, and yet there's no mainstream. Everyone knows about it. Magic is actually mainstream. So many people play the game that you can't say it's not a public thing. It's more of a difference of whether or not what they're doing is accepted, and that's what we're bringing, is acceptance. Is not like, oh, well, you should be shameful, but it's more on the other way. It's like they should be shameful. Like, there's people from all walks of life who play Magic, and the fact that they think otherwise is part of what runs it all. Like, I've seen people of every creed and color come through this show and at Portland. It's not just about like, oh, because we have the most largest people, 5,000 people showed up, 45 capped attendance. That's great. This is a beginning. Like, there's a legitimacy that has to be done to the product, that we're living our own stereotype. We're like, oh, well, people think this of us. Like, fuck those people. We are who we say we are. That's it. And so that's why we're doing what we're doing, is it's unity. Like, Wizards of the Coast is an awesome company that has created an amazing product that the people want to enjoy. And I believe that Wizards would agree, not to say that I speak for them, because I definitely do not speak for Wizards of the Coast at all. But their product's amazing. Anyone can enjoy it. There's no reason why people should have a stereotype and think they can't. So our flagship product is the Sign and Blood Spellbook, and this is our demo copy, so it's got everything initialed on it to let you know what you can do. And of course, you can have an artist draw on it. I'm gonna unbox one right now. Like, this is the clever packaging. It's out. It's off. Elastic strap is convenient. You can hold a tabbed pen. You can easily fit into the crevice here and hang to fit with it. As it opens up, you'll find that on the inside pages, the top section holds notes. The bottom part, you have enough for around your opponent, round marker, all the sets. You have poison counters that track along each side. The pages are perforated, so they do tear out very easily. 96 pages plus in the back. We do have blank pages for whenever you need for scrap paper or other notes. Then beyond that part, there's a pocket that can be used to store sideboard notes or cash that you need to bring with you to an event. Singles you pick up so they don't get damaged. You'll be having to worry about taking your backpack off, taking your binder out, laying your shit everywhere, having half of it get jacked while you're trying to save the one thing you just bought. All you have to do is just put it inside, fold it up, take it down, fits right into your pocket, and off you go. That's pretty much, this is our main thing. Separately, we do have in order to show it more, I mean, we have our classic Sign and Blood icon shirt, black with red logo. They do come in other varieties with the Sign and Blood establishment symbol on the back. So, we do have a really, really cool playmat that we did sell out of earlier, very early in fact, and then that's pretty much where we're at right now. I do also have, we're all about the ladies. We do have actually nice ladies flow tee and other products that we're working on developing. As a company, we're extremely young, so I mean, as I said earlier, so like we don't have too much now, but we have about a dozen or so products that we're actively developing between my partner and myself that we're looking out to market out and to branch out so that we can accommodate the needs of our community that we love so much. I do separately, unrelated to Sign and Blood, I do have a store, Thou Shalt Game, plug, located in Temecula, California. And I do artist signings and whatnot. We have a fairly high attendance for our area, being a commuter town, and so I usually have artists at pre-releases and whatnot. I also have done other larger conventions that are fairly related, and I've gotten in contact with them in the past, getting to know them. I myself, as a concept designer and a visual artist, have made a lot of ties with the artist community, and so I know quite a few of them. And pretty much it comes down to that, is that I look for artists that match what we're going for, that are into that, the style, the concept, the design, taking it to that point. Because for me, Magic is equivalently not just the game, but the artwork as well. Both of them are very important to me as an artist. And Argyle, who's a huge nerd, and C. Hayes, who's also really a huge nerd. He was really into World of Warcraft, pretty hardcore. I don't know if he really wants me telling everybody that, but so as far as that goes, like, these guys were, in my opinion, these were the perfect people for me to bring for our first big GP that we're going to do. I do have other artists that I know. I'm also very good friends with RK Post, and a few other artists as well that we'll be using along the way, and they'll be using them. And the whole point is we support each other, because honestly, Sign and Blood wouldn't be anything if it wasn't for the artists, and they deserve the respect that they get.
First, the red ornament so we work for him, and he's really great. And Wizards.
Apologies. In 8th place is actually Justin Wynn. At Ricky. Sorry.
That must be crushing.
That's rough. The other, you made top 8. Oops, sorry, no,
you're
you
not.
didn't.
Sorry. All right, so who
All
are
right,
you?
players. Just a friendly reminder.
It's every time.
Rolling a die or offering to roll a die is a quick trip out of this tournament.
Best friend.
Do you have any tutorials or anything like that
I
online?
don't do tutorials.
Chris Henry,
I
please report to the side of the stage. Chris Henry, please report to the side of the stage.
Like, I don't really have.
It's a lot of fun, and it's a lot of I have to wear a lot of different hats. I was just telling someone I have to go from
Okay.
All right, this is the start round.
It's like they're planning it. Okay.